Okay, so we're talking about friends with benefits. Does it ever really work?
No.
No?
What do you mean by really work?
Not in the end.
Define really work.
Yeah.
Does it ever work for both parties where a successful friends with benefits?
For how long? Like forever? Or like?
It depends which friend you're getting into that with. If you're getting into it with a close friend, then it probably isn't going to turn out great because you guys are probably not going to end up being friends at the end.
True.
Okay.
Depends what you're looking for, where you're trying to, where your objective is. Yeah, exactly. What you're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but that's what I was trying to say.
What is the goal of friends with benefits though? Isn't the goal just to get it in?
But then get something
Yeah.
else in. And
Wow.
Yeah.
The goal of friends with benefits is to have somebody that you can have, you can have sex with on a regular basis without being trapped.
No strings
without
attached.
without
No
having
relationship.
to have the relationship attachments, without having to only speak to one person or only speak monogamous, without having any of those strings, and still being able to have sex on a regular basis with that person.
pretty much sum it up, have the best of both worlds.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
But the
Have your
thing
cake, eat it
is,
too.
you can't have the best of both.
Yeah.
You can.
It's not having the best of both
I
worlds.
got
You
it.
can?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
Because you have that friend that's there for you, you can talk to myself, and then
No,
whenever.
see?
No.
No. Go ahead.
And then,
Go
but he
ahead.
also, you need that fixed. He's there for you now, so you have the, and he knows when it's time for that. He knows when it's time to be there as a friend. So depending on the guy, you can have the best of both worlds.
That's when that
And
doesn't
that's,
work.
and that's the girl's
That's
version.
when it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It
Because
That's the female version
if
of
you, like I said, that's what relationships are for. Relationships are when you're there, you're hurting, you're crying, I'm there for you,
I
cry on my
see people
shoulder.
crying.
Oh,
You know what I mean though, like whenever you need somebody to talk to or
You're
whatever,
being too sensitive about the topic. I just say.
Ooh.
What are you saying? What are you
I
saying?
didn't say no crying. I just be like talking, like, oh, what's up? What are you doing?
Yeah, as a
What's
friend.
How
But
is it? How
but
is
if you
it?
want to make things completely strictly friends with benefits and you don't want to have any emotional attachments at all, doing that is risky. Because if I'm talking on a regular basis and finding out more things about you, and I know you like your innermost deep thoughts and things like that, I start caring about you, and you care about me. And if something were to happen, like for example, you like me a little bit more than I do, and I sleep with somebody else thinking we're just friends with benefits, you're gonna be upset about that. That's gonna ruin the whole friends with benefits thing.
Yeah, that's when it gets sticky.
Can
Yeah.
it really work? Friends with benefits? Alex, what do you think?
Possibly depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the quick, something short term, then yeah, it can work. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think you should go into expecting too much. Get your play, but it's not going to go for months on end. Because usually, how often do relationships progress where there's equal emotion? You know what I'm saying? There's always one person feeling the other person a little bit more. Which makes it a struggle. So even in this type of relationship, if you want to call it that, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the same thing. So short term is better.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want friends with benefits, short term.
For how
Not that
do you think it can work?
I think it's possible. I think, like he said, it has to be short term because one of them eventually wants to settle down and be in a relationship, and chances are they're probably not going to want to settle down with that person that they're having this relationship, well, the
Friends
friends with benefits with. So, but I think it's hard to find that person and have a mutual understanding because, again, one person's gonna start having feelings for that person or whatever, or expect a little bit more. I'm not trying to hate on girls right now, but I do think it's usually on the girl side. I mean, we're wired differently than men. Like, emotionally, we react differently, especially after sex, you know what I mean? Like, physically, we're just different. So, that being said, again, I'm not trying to downplay on women's performances, but we will eventually start catching feelings. Unless the girl can fuck like a dude, and kudos to that person, then chances are, she's gonna be able to do what she has to do. But again, I think it's hard. But it can happen.
So do you think it's possible to ever really have that mutual understanding?
Yeah, if it's strictly booty call, where like you guys don't interact in the day, you guys don't call and talk about other things, you guys don't go to movies, you guys just call when you need that, then it can't happen that way.
Then it's not friends.
It's not. It's not. It's not friends. It's not. That's why.
You're just a random person.
That's the only. No, it's not random to that extent. Like I know you, you know
that
me.
person,
We know each other intimately, but as soon as that's done, there's no cuddling. I'm out of there.
No,
I think
you're
the
out of
title "friends with benefits" doesn't really describe
Yeah.
the actual.
no, but I think what she's trying to say,
relationship.
there has to be some point where you can call that person a friend. Not too much of a friend where you guys are leaning on each other's shoulders, but a friend where you can call that person during any time of the day and just, you know
For what, though?
what I mean?
Companionship.
For what?
Then that's a relationship.
No, it's
know,
not.
I'm not saying
like
like
friendship is a relationship.
But I'm not saying
No,
like,
but
oh, I need to
friendship-
call you because so and so just happened. I need a shoulder to lean on. You can call that person. Like, let's go and hang out, and you know what that means.
And it could lead to the same
Exactly.
So
thing.
you hang out with the friends with benefits?
Yeah.
No, well,
When I say hang out,
Discrepancy.
Yeah.
no, when I say hang out, I don't mean like, oh, let's go, like, you know, let's go to the beach and dinner with everyone else. You know, we're gonna bump into everyone that we see and that we know. I'm talking about hanging out, like, you know, come over to my place, we'll pop in a movie, some
be
popcorn.
civil. Be civil.
But
Be
is that
civil.
really hanging out, or
So
is that
you stop
the
their
pregame?
company?
That's the same. That's the same thing as exactly. That's pregame.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If I call you over, obviously we're not gonna smash as soon as you hit the door. But like, you know what I mean? Like we're talk a little bit.
But
I'll
there's
say, hey, you look nice today.
But there's some, you know what I mean? No, I know, you know, he's right. But at the same time, there's gotta be a slight hint of friendship in that. You know what I mean? You don't have to be buddies. You don't have to be best pals, but.
That's something.
No, because then the definition of that friend isn't going to be a friend anymore.
But
Yeah,
is it-
acquaintance.
Okay.
Acquaintances with benefits. There you go.
There you go.
It's a little harder to say.
So we should change the title of the
Yes,
whole.
yes,
that,
exactly.
is that the
Friends.
problem?
Educational friends, you know what I mean? So friends,
Friends.
with benefits,
Benefits.
underlying benefits. No.
Okay.